Hey everyone, welcome back to Monterey, California. Toby Fernie, aka the Teacher Realtor here with Coldwell Banker Realty. A couple of weeks ago, I made a video of reasons why you should move to Monterey. The link to that video is in the description below. To be fair, in this video, I'm going to be going over some reasons why Monterey may not be the ideal place for you to move. I do love it here in Monterey and have no plans of leaving anytime soon, but this is not the ideal place for everybody, so stick around to find out why. I specialize in helping people move to the Monterey area, so after watching this video and the reasons why you should move to Monterey, if you are looking to purchase a home in the area, feel free to give me a call, send me a text, or an email. I'd be happy to help. According to See Monterey, over 4.6 million visitors come to visit Monterey each year. The population of Monterey County is only around 430,000 people, meaning that throughout the year there are 10 times as many tourists and visitors that come to the area as there are residents. Why are so many people coming to visit the area every year? Monterey is one of the most beautiful settings along the central coast of California. Some parts of Monterey County, like Big Sur, are considered some of the most scenic landscapes in the state, country, or even world. There are countless epic hiking, biking, and walking trails. If you prefer to throw a wetsuit on, you'll be able to surf or scuba dive most weeks of the year. Not to mention being connected with the bay with miles of pristine coastline and beaches. Along with the outdoor possibilities, Monterey brings tourists every year for attractions such as the Monterey Bay Aquarium, the world-class golf resorts, events like the Monterey Jazz Festival, Cali Roots Reggae Festival, Concours d'Elegance Car Show, and the Professional Golf Tour at Pebble Beach. Seeing as there are so many weekends throughout the year where there are more tourists here than there are residents, this is something you're going to have to decide if this is the type of place that you want to live in. If you're someone who doesn't like going to places like restaurants more than once, Monterey is a town where you will run out of options rather quickly. I recently saw an article that there are over 4,000 different restaurants in downtown San Francisco. That means that for 10 years straight, you could go to a different restaurant every single day of the year and not go to the same restaurant. You most certainly wouldn't be able to do something like that in a small town like Monterey. Living here, you kind of get into more of a routine than you might in a big city. Go to the same establishments, find the ones that you like and those that you don't like. There are some really good restaurants in various towns like Carmel by the Sea, Pacific Grove, and downtown Monterey. But there are also plenty of overpriced restaurants that are a one and done. You'll run into this issue with more than just restaurants, also with shopping, coffee shops, bars, live music, and entertainment. Oftentimes there are not many options when it comes to variety here in Monterey, and you'll have to travel to places like Santa Cruz, San Jose, or San Francisco to get some new restaurants and things to try. The weather in Monterey is pretty consistent and temperate throughout the year. Rarely are there days where the temperature goes below 50 degrees or above 70 degrees. September and October are actually our warmest months, and in those months you'll have an average high of the low 70s. Months like June and July are actually two of our cooler months with many days of fog and marine layer. I often see tourists coming in town for those summer months and they show up with shorts and t-shirts, and after not long they are going to the nearest shop in order to get a sweatshirt or some warmer clothes. If you have this image of your head of California, Baywatch, and Los Angeles in the 1990s, Monterey is not that type of place. Although it's warmer here, the temperature is closer to San Francisco weather than you would get in Los Angeles or San Diego. I would say that you're more likely to see somebody walking on the beach with jeans and a light jacket than you would be to see someone laying out in a bathing suit. Every once in a while on a hot weekend, you will see groups of people hanging out on the beach on beach towels and chairs, maybe barbecuing, but for the most part, when I see people on the beach in Monterey, they are doing some sort of exercise or walking along the beach since the temperature is cooler than other parts of California. The most popular activities to do in Monterey County do involve being outdoors. Maybe this connects to a healthier lifestyle or the fact that there are plenty of retirees here in Monterey County, but there are not many places for the late night crowd. There are some bars and restaurants that will be open in downtown Monterey for a late night meal or drink, but those are few and far between. The majority of bars and restaurants close at 10 p.m. or earlier. I was shocked to see that even Taco Bell was closed before 10 p.m. When I first moved here, I lived in Pacific Grove. There were plenty of nights if I would drive home after 9 p.m. where I would be the only car on the road. I'm not saying that you won't be able to find things to do late at night, and there are some bars and restaurants that are open till midnight and later, but this relates back to my second point in this video here, that there are not going to be many options. While there are a few universities in the area like CSUMB, if you are somebody who's in your 20s or early 30s and you're looking for a party town, I would recommend places like Santa Cruz, San Francisco, LA, or San Diego. If you're a professional, have a family, if you're a retiree, or if you're looking for a place that doesn't have a wild nightlife, Monterey may be an ideal place for you. Being a realtor, this is one that I come across quite frequently. Often I'll get people who reach out to me from other parts of California or the country, and they are looking for a home with ocean views, renovated new home, over 2,000 square feet, maybe walking distance to downtown or the ocean, and they're hoping to pay prices that you might get in places like Kansas or Oklahoma, or what you might have been able to buy a home here in Monterey in 1985. Real estate here is expensive even for California standards. There is no way around it. Monterey is a difficult place to have your cake and eat it too when it comes to real estate. Most homes in Monterey County were built between the 1950s to the 1980s, sometimes even older if you're looking at some of the historic districts in Monterey. There are actually 4 new housing developments in Monterey County. You can check my channel as I've done videos describing and talking about those different new housing developments. But if you're looking for a brand new home or even a newer home, a renovated home, a large home, or an area that is in one of the preferred neighborhoods here in Monterey County, expect to pay accordingly. It's certainly possible to find homes in the 700,000s if you're looking in Seaside, Marina, or certain areas of Salinas. But even those homes at that price may be a fixer-upper. If you want to be in areas like downtown Monterey, Pacific Grove, Big Sur, Carmel, Carmel Valley, or Pebble Beach, expect to be paying over $1 million, oftentimes well over that dollar amount. The median list price in Monterey proper, for example, right now is over $1,700,000. Even in that price range, expect for there to be a lot of buyer competition, so you need to be prepared for that as well. I certainly think it's worth it to live here, and once you do own a home here, values have gone up significantly and consistently here in Monterey County in recent years. Maybe these 5 reasons don't scare you off from wanting to live here. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I love it here. Thankfully, I've been able to do a fair amount of travel around California, and this is my favorite place. Maybe I'm biased, but my clients who have moved here love it too. If you're ready to find your dream home in the area, I am passionate about helping buyers like yourself. Feel free to give me a call, send me a text, or an email at toby.fernie@gmail.com. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned for future content all about real estate and living here in Monterey, California. Click the icon to subscribe to more content from living in Monterey, California.